Market's doing what the market does. Just wrecking people trying to trade this volatility and swing trading. Man, boy, this price action today is pretty interesting. I just might have to say, obviously, right out of the gate, right? You see tight daily price action volatility range. I mean tight. $11, guys and gals. $11. I've seen one tighter. I've seen one like $5. But you can see it's right here, and it just looks like a blob of color. That's all three lines. So you know right out of the gate you're going to get a lot of trending. Boy, they're just, goodness gracious. Especially like on the 5-minute chart. I mean, you got possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, guys, like 8 trades. 8 trades, 9 trades probably on the 5-minute. Looks really good. I mean, we'd have to look at the other charts, but from what I'm seeing, I don't know, man. Look at these wicks, boy. Got a little battle going on. So right out of the gate, let's see what's going on here. What's that, the 4-hour? Interesting. Check something else out here. Boop. I'm on the 4-hour, and there is no bear div, no hidden bear div. Looking good. Still having an outlier on the 4-hour. Probably be good today to close definitely above the reverse wave trend here on the 4-hour. Get this thing back up to the top side. Right, because traditional markets today, right, they started down heavy. Pulled back up pretty damn quick, didn't it? Boy, a lot of people wrote. We'll go into that VRE. I've already taken a peek. But to get back onto the volatility range estimator over here, look at price action today, right? What did we do? I mean, guys, where did price action go to the downside? Test it on 3 different occasions, closing every 15-minute candle above first standard deviation, normal distribution to the downside on today's daily candle. And then ran right up to the top side, first standard deviation, normal distribution. That just happens to be right at the center of the new weekly price action volatility range. Is that a magnet? Yeah, man. When you see this bounce down here, almost a no-brainer if you understand how to read this, right? If you understand how to read this. Now, I'm not saying you'd be in that trade all the way to the top, right? No way. No way are you in that. You might even be able to catch a couple of these little down moves here, right? Depending on what that 5-minute chart looked like. This is interesting, right? The bears definitely don't want the bulls to close above the center of this weekly. Not at all. So they're going to try to keep this price action below it. And considering, just like the downside, haven't been able to close a 15-minute candle to the top side, right? Either. So today, pretty much nice big range. I mean, I'm going to say that it was a nice range in between the entire first standard deviation range on the daily candle, but we trended like crazy. It's a big range. I mean, right? We got it right when the day opened, had to move to the downside, pulled back up, another flush to the downside, sideways, to move all the way to the top side, the first standard deviation. You would expect something like that. And what? We still have 3 hours left. This thing could still do something crazy, considering how tight that daily range was. Maybe we flush back out. Maybe it takes a ride. Maybe it goes up and pushes that to this 95.4. Pair it like 41,250. Right, another $1,000. Wouldn't shock me at all. That's why we have our other charts. Like I said, the 4 hour still actually looks good. I mean, the returns oscillator is turning down. There is no divergence, though. There's no divergence between price action and return. So, you can also see we are on the deviation bands, right? First thing that sticks out, boom. I mean, we're hovering right around that 1 SD band. Yes, we are. And I was messing with my charts the other day, going over here to put this on Laplace distribution. I was like, oh man, well, we have so many indicators at Alpha Trading, it's like you get lost. And I was using an older version, didn't have the update, right? So you can take this indicator, it's on normal right now, which just the deviation bands on price action, I like having them on normal. Laplace, you kick it on Laplace. Let me show you. Let me make sure it's set up correctly. Nope, 4, 5, take off 3, and 2. There we go. Boom. Okay. There we go. You can see when you're getting sideways action, the candles are usually rocking, right? Most of them closing inside of that 68.3 Laplace distribution range. It's real tight, right? Different than the normal distribution. It's a lot tighter, And then the where the third standard deviation would be, the 99.7 Laplace is a lot farther out. Let me take a peek at something right here. Yeah, 4 and 5, right? Yes, sir. 4 and 5. And with that 4 being with. Great indicator. People like to play with these deviation ranges. Let's see here. I am going to put it back on normal though. Boop. Oh, yeah. Hello. Yeah, normal. Let's run all 5. Screw it. No, actually, I just like the first 3 standard deviations. Yes, there we go. All right. It's beautiful. Nice pump. I mean, you can see, right? I mean, it's staying in the range, right? This really lets you understand the probabilities, what they really mean. That's the first thing when people start to even look into this. That is it's incredible. It's one of the easiest things to understand about it, but at the same time, at the beginning, it's very confusing for people. They don't understand the probabilities, right? They do not understand them. Pretty easy to understand. You just got to focus, right? Just got to research, got to learn. Very powerful, though. Powerful. And obviously, I've got the Gaussian means just changing colors. Used to have it all white. Like it like this a little better. So let's take a peek. What is this, 4 hour? Just got the new weekly. Let me take a peek at the new weekly. I mean, the variance coming down negatively correlated is the first thing that sticks out with me, especially when we're coming off some hidden bull dip, right? Gaining correlation, right? That's telling you correlation is increasing for the read. Right? Returns oscillator is turning up off a hidden bull divergence. Variance coming down, negatively correlated. The log return z-score has just been hanging out down here, right? No outlier or anything. It could happen. You see a dump down to 35, something like that. 34, 33. I'd have to look at some deviation levels. You would probably see an outlier kick in on the weekly, take us down here for a definite. I mean, those are the times where you're like, all right, it's time to turn this thing around. And that's why I like about the outliers over here to the top side. There was two, right, on the weekly. Not even close to the confidence intervals of the top side. This thing is primed to rip again. I've been telling people. When? Who knows? Who knows? That's why we trade the low time frames. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. When it happens, though, you can guarantee most days, right? My bias is going to be to the top side. And when I say that, I mean that's where I'm going to be allocating 100% of my account to those trades. And if I counter trend trade that bias during the day, right? It's going to be a third or a quarter of my account. It's the more dangerous trade, right? Very playable though. Things line up. If you're looking at the 5 minute and you're like, oh yeah, this thing's going down. Who knows? $2, $3, $4, $500. We're going to see a quick little pullback. Why not? But at the same time, what if that trade turned against you and went against and literally went beyond where you entered on that short, right? If your bias was top side. It's like you're going to get out of the trade immediately, right? And to save even more, you've only used a quarter or a third of your account. But when you're trading with your bias, you're hammering it. Just if you think about that, what that'll do for your profit and loss, oh my goodness. Hello. Considering you're taking your profit, which you should. That's why you trade low time frames. Take your profit. Crying out loud. I've heard people before say, yeah, I trade low time frames, and they're in trades. First thing I go is like, oh yeah, what good trades are you in? Right? Feed their ego. Because they're gonna want to tell you. Don't attack them like, oh yeah, so well, are you in any trades? If you trade low time frames, you shouldn't be in any trades right now. You're sitting here talking with me, blah blah blah. You know, you don't want to attack them. And every time they'll be like, oh, I'm in this and I'm in that and I'm in this, and I'm like, oh, cool, man. Right there, you know they're bullshit. Like, you're not a low time frame trader. You're a swing trader and you're trying to swing trade crypto volatility. Good luck. Hey, man, if you got a winning method, you can make money swing trading crypto volatility, knock yourself out. Good for you. Hell, why are you wasting your time listening to my crazy ass? Let's see. Yeah, I like the turnaround here, though. I really do, right? I mean, this reverse Fisher, and this would make sense too on the weekly. Get these babies pulled together. This reverse wave trend, this reverse Fisher, they're starting to get tight. Get a nice start. I'll tell you what, it's primed right now, in my opinion, for this thing to start moving. Start moving. Watch this wave trend turn up. When we get another big move up, because folks, I don't know, Bitcoin's going to six figures, right? There's a battle going on right now. It's all good. We know who's gonna win. How do you know that, Bilbo? Well, because I can take this little chart right here. Let's see. Put it on the quarterly. Let me see. Now, that being said, we're even talking about it. Bitcoin's never, ever, ever, ever had a big nasty move to the downside. This isn't anything. Look how bullish this chart is. That's ridiculous. All right? Bitcoin's never been anything other than a bull. For Christ's sake, you gotta take your profits sometime. Look at this on the quarterly. That's just reading price action. This is woof. Pretty spectacular. That's what I'm getting at. Pretty spectacular looking chart. So back to the weekly. Contracting volatility, negatively correlated. We'll have to see this entropy percentile. I mean, at this point, you want volatility to chill. You know, maybe we're looking at just this last week. Boy, it'd be great to see this volatility just fall off the cliff. Right? Telling you. Because we could go into the final 2 months of the quarter, of the second quarter, just ripping. Just ripping. Nice gifts, Aaron. Yeah, Michael Saylor. You listen to him for 5 minutes talk about Bitcoin and can get you in trouble real fast. You'll be mortgaging your house and selling your children into slavery and shit. God knows what you do for money to buy Bitcoin. I'll tell you what, man. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm a major believer in Bitcoin. Obviously, I haven't been trading, I haven't been stacking any. Stacking those NFTs in the right projects. People don't understand it. It's not just about some magical internet JPEG. That's the least amount of it. Anybody can right click, right? Boop. Oh, look, I have your NFT. That's not how it works. It's the utility behind it. What are they bringing into the real world in Web3, right? And the projects I'm involved in are massive, so I'm pretty stoked. But when it all boils down, what will I be turning that into? Bitcoin. Bottom line, freaking Bitcoin. They don't want us little peasants buying Bitcoin, trust me. I don't care how much money you have. If you're listening to me right now, you're a peasant. I don't care if you got millions. You're still a peasant. You just don't know it. They don't want us in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is going to make some trillionaires, man. Bitcoin it could be massive. And all these older financial so-called wizards, hey, they've done good. Good for them. They're getting old too. This younger generation of Bitcoin trillionaires. What are we in for? We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm along for the ride. I'm a boomer. I'm chilling. I am chilling. Yeah, I mean, man, this to me, all right, massive pump, right? Took some profit. Dude, this just looks like just a big, massive weekly consolidation. For what? I don't know. You tell me. I'll tell you what, this thing legs up. See you at $100,000. See you at 100K. I know I'll be happy. Because if Bitcoin's at 100K, Solana's probably at 500-600 bucks. Maybe more. Maybe more. It's gonna rip. Cardano will rip. Solana will rip. Okay. Ethereum will probably rip, although it's a scam. You're gonna see some good moves, right? You're gonna see some good moves. But just telling you, people need to understand NFTs a little more. These things can get, I mean, don't think they can't start the big massive bull market because they damn sure can. There's a lot of good projects that, right, launching NFTs. That's how you get involved. You don't buy, a regular token. You're buying the NFT, the non-fungible. Pretty powerful. Comes with a lot of utility. It's great. I'm stoked. What are you gonna do? Will Bilbo ever trade again? I don't know. We'll see. Somebody excite me. Bring me out of retirement. Gang, cool. What'd we do? Lose Sauron? No, he's there. Jesus. I had to scroll up. Got time to fly. Nice. Got the Warlord. He's there. You may have any questions? MJ literally texted me or called me and said, coming on. I was outside messing with the lawnmower. I can't believe it's 5 o'clock my time already. Got absolutely nothing done. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask away. because we're gonna have to see what traditional markets do the rest of this week. I mean, there's a battle going on, right? And trust me, Bitcoin's gonna move with it. They're all gonna move together. People want more adoption. They want more institutional adoption. But at the same time, they're like, when decouple, right? When decouple. The people sitting around, they got Cheeto dust on their fingers and shit, sitting in mom's basement, got no clue about anything. It's like, come on, man. You can't.
Can I please can I
Yeah, that's
quickly
all
ask? Would you
right.
be able to look at XRP USDT and tell
Oh,
me why the fuck
at
it's
my
pumping?
computer.
Bitcoin is dumping.
XRP? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's pumping while BTC dumping.
I do. You know how I mean, it's not like I dislike it. I just it's not even on my watch list. Sorry, I don't mean to. Let me pull it up.
No, for
So,
sure. I don't want you to put any of this
what you
nonsense
want
up.
XP Tether on Binance?
Yeah, that would do.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, you talk about highly correlated. That I mean, it's a Bitcoin chart pretty much today, doing the same damn thing, but it blew past its 1 SD where Bitcoin's hanging out down here. Or wait a minute, where
Yeah.
did that? Yeah. No, that do a 2 SD to the downside? Let me first off, my friend, let me get my shit together properly and read this chart correctly.
If you do
Oh,
that, that is a very big wake to the
wow.
downside.
Okay, so yeah, it took a 2 SD dive, so it burned up, but now coming out of the hole, almost maybe it makes a run by the end of the day, back to the daily range, probably 70 cents or something.
I see. So the daily range on BTC is down, whilst XRP is up. That makes sense. It's just a magnet.
Yeah, BTC pretty much did this, right? Ran down 1 SD, ran up 1 SD. Hell, XRP dumped out to the D and
Yeah.
made it even back to the daily range.
So how
So
do we figure out which SDs are, which daily means are higher or lower than another coin? Because then you shuffle out into that coin, and it should either long or short to that mean, depending on the trade that comes through.
also, you
So
want
there's like,
to where it opened. You can see as soon as this daily opened, look at the wick. Where'd the wick go to the dollar? Right to the bottom
yeah,
side of it. And then, whoop, I mean, holy crap, right? Let's see where BTC opened. Wow. Pretty much the same, but not really. BTC opened up right barely above it, started to move to the top side, and then it dumped out. So that's interesting. But you can see, boom, 1 SD, and then boom, 1 SD. Where
yeah,
XRP,
XRP is going up right now as we speak, whilst Bitcoin go down, and this doesn't make sense. Like it shouldn't.
well, you little booger, what I just do. Goodness gracious. Having a meltdown. Give me a second. Oh, what have I done now? Okay, boom, boom. So what do I need? VRE
Yeah,
back.
it's to follow now. I don't know, man. My 1 minute says XRP is gonna pump through this. No, okay, now it's gonna say it's
Well,
gonna dump.
boom, lock, boom. You said no, it's going to dump. Let's take.
It's so confused. It wants to continue any one of these things. Yeah, now it will. Now it's gonna expand to the downside. That's cool.
Let's look at this
Yeah, it's
magic.
very confused up there.
Oh, weekly. Yeah, it's not gonna. I need to get down here on the 4 hour. So, I mean, yeah. See where BTC on the 4 hour is not printing any hidden bear. XRP is starting. It's printing it. You got the return oscillator coming, turning down. If this last 4 hour candle closes kind of bearish, there's definitely hidden bear setting up. And you're already you had this not that the nice run up you had positively correlated that entropy percentile expanded. It's contracting. Or no. Yeah, it's full right now. Boom, it pushed all the way to 100. That mighty dark green. I
Can
think
I
that's
ask, how do you observe Shannon when it's at 100? Do you just then go by the color of the column and where PC is?
yeah. I think the green. It's still at 100, but it's losing its steam. The dark pink. That's when you're hopping, moving. That's enough.
Expansion.
Yeah. And yeah. Well, that's a tough read on the 4 hour right there. What's this 90-minute look like? Yeah, it.
45 minutes follow your 90 minute right now.
Yeah, the 90-minute. You want this return oscillator. I mean, it could bounce right here on the zero mean. It's not going to be coming off any bull div. Nope. But bringing it down farther, creating some hidden bull in this low. Just baby down right in here somewhere. Pop up off there.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know. Going in. What's this 15-minute looking like?
Now
Yeah,
it's starting to follow through.
that's some bear on the 15 right now. Hmm. Yeah, I think this thing's gonna come down here. I think it's going to come down. So then we're back over to VRE. Let's check this out. And it's getting, oh, that's Bitcoin, of course. Jeez Louise, son. What happened? Oh, yeah, I had to reload it. I got you, though. Quick. Yeah, I mean, to move down, this is almost just like, I don't know about this bounce. Just kind of rejected to the
Yeah.
bottom side of that S1 support there for the daily range. I mean, I'm seeing this thing probably literally closing down here, back down around the 1 SD.
Yeah. The 90 minute and the 45 minute on my side also tell me somewhere down there.
So, yeah, the 90-minute definitely looked like it was yeah, I mean, you got a bunch of bear div, man, on the 45, and what I'm seeing on the 15, yeah, probably better call. Plus, look at the log return Z score. It's up in these confidence intervals. If there was an outlier anywhere, up into here, I'd even more be going, okay, this baby's
So what
gonna.
dumps me on the 45 minutes is it's funny that there you go, now that thing's flashing. So now your Shannon has just matched the RO because it's volatility contraction significantly negatively correlated, should float up. Then we get that blue trigger happening on your RO now. So this is like now it's not significantly correlated. It's so murky. Something's being worked, yeah.
Right. This, when you see something like this, I mean, this price on a 45-minute, right? Since the bottom, the return oscillator was coming down, started coming down. But instead of printing some heavy hidden bolt with some bigger dips on the return oscillator, man, it kind of just like had some these little flat bottoms going sideways right around the zero mean, building up. I mean, one, two, three. I mean, several stabs of bear div.
Mm.
I mean, this thing looks like it's gonna freaking plummet to me, at least down to that area. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Crap.
Sure, thank you, sir.
I didn't know Telegram was gonna be so time consuming. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come down. I'll tell you what I want to look at here real quick. Is Spy's little move. Because it was kooky too. Pre-market, I mean, it pretty much boom. I saw that and I was like, this thing's definitely doing a 1 SD. Kind of, I mean, it literally hit the first 4 hour candle. Uh, Let me make this. Yeah, that was the 68.3. Yeah, it closed the candles up above the 95.4 Laplace on that 4-hour bounce from there to get back up to the top side of the 68.3. It would have been nice if SPY would have been able to crack the new weekly range. That has not been tested. This would be a test. It's close enough. You see a gap down in the morning pre-market. This thing's probably going to down some more. Look at those last 2 days of last week, just steady. No relief. Boop, boop. Reeled into Monday and then boop. We'll probably guarantee on those lower time frames. I'm sure there was some bull bid building this whole time. Boop, boop, boop. This could just be a little quick bounce. Have to watch that, see what happens. It was nice though. I mean, it was down like 6, 7 points again, I think, early on. And then boop, pop, got back up out of the hole. What's the NASDAQ doing right now? Well, that's in, boy, that's a lot choppier, isn't it? Interesting. Right here. Yeah, this is about pre-market right in here. This is when SPY was taking its pre-market dump. Then SPY went sideways a little bit. Why NASDAQ, boy, that would have been a great trade if you were paying attention, because I think SPY went sideways for a little bit first, and NASDAQ was gaining speed. NASDAQ's up in its weekly range. If all night waiting for traditional markets to open back up, you see NASDAQ stay in this weekly range up here, that'd be good, right? Let's see, where's the new daily? The new dailies, so NASDAQ will probably pull back, test its a daily. It's going to be right in this area probably. And then if it can run up and stay the whole night, we might see a good day from SPY tomorrow. If Bitcoin and NASDAQ mess around, continue to gain some steam, let's see where Bitcoin's is going to be. There's a little movement. This will be a little chirpier to read. Interesting. I mean, the sustained power move is definitely to the top side. Well, I tell you what, man, if these bulls can close up here above this weekly, I mean, you're going to pull this daily range up high. I know you wouldn't think so, but you're going to get a new daily range up high. You can close the rest of this day, get up in here. It'll definitely be up. The daily range might crack into the weekly. That would be beautiful. Man, if we can get that set up, that'd be real nice. That would be real nice. I mean, it feels like almost a wasted month. We've been below the monthly range. That's why this could just be, chill month. Close this last week down here underneath the monthly range or something. Maybe get up here and test it, right? 42.7. That'd be nice. Like I said, last 2 months of the quarter, just a rip. Just a rip. What the hell happened? The neighboring tribe might have came and stole the Wi-Fi repeater. It's happened before. He'll get it back. He is the warlord. He is the man. Let's see here. Yeah. I like though that we got the first day, right? We get the new weekly range. First day, Bitcoin's just like brrr, freaking everybody out as usual. That's what Bitcoin does. And then to rip up and get inside the weekly range, not only test it, but man, we're up in the gut of it. That's why I'm saying this is a powerful area right here. I'll tell you what, if this 1SD was a little higher, that's the problem too. So you're messing around with the probabilities, right? So you want it to close above here, but there's a 68.3% chance it doesn't. It's because first standard deviation, normal distribution. It's right there below it. Yes, yes, yes. Jesus, I have so much stuff to read. It's crazy. All good. Focus. So yeah, it's really going to depend on. We'll have to see what happens. That's what's great. It's kind of a great dynamic through the week where you've got the Nasdaq E-mini futures running all the time with Bitcoin, right? Monday through Friday, and it gives you a little insight on what the opening of the traditional markets are going to do. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. And if you listen to what I just said and you study that and really start to break it down, thank me later. That's all I can say. Everybody wants to be a professional trader and quit their day job and do that, but nobody wants to put in the work to do it. That's scary shit, right? I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna trade for a living. You better have your shit together, man. You better know what you're doing. Because those bills, they come, right? They still come. Still got to pay them bills.
And thank you, Alpha Trading, for allowing me to do so.
Oh my God, that's when it gets real. If you're paying your bills and you're supporting yourself off of trading, hey man, there's not a
Yeah,
lot of.
it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a little lot out, yes. So thank you
Yeah,
for the chance.
yeah, man. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. I mean, none of us have to be here, you know? None of us have to be doing this. It's just I don't care if it's one person, right? One or 1,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000 people are listening. It doesn't matter. If there's just one person listening and they get it, it's like, yeah, nice. Enjoy that. It's amazing though, the grip that the whole traditional technical analysis just, my God, universe has on people. It's incredible, really is.
And
So
the and the and the hopium, to get rid of the hopium is so hard.
yeah,
He's always wanted to go up, right? But it only make profits when it goes down. So
yeah,
it's like to reverse that, you really need tools that tell you that your hopium is wrong every single time. It's like being beaten as a kid, you know?
yeah,
If it takes 100 bum slaps for you to not say that word, well then it took 100. If it only took one, well then it took one.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. And then it's people, a lot of the young, especially the young people, right, get involved in crypto, and they're focusing on look at Twitter. What's hot? What can I get in? There's
For
no
sure.
mentoring them, explaining to them how to trade, not what to trade, not how to get an entry, not how to take profit, but how to trade, how to use the systems.
Yeah.
And oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. They've even got set up so people all the time are like, well, you can long and short and blah 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 blah. I can just buy spot. It's like, dude. So okay, so you're buying spot when you're looking in the charts and you see there's a massive pullback coming. Go into tether. Go into a stable coin. Jump back in when the charts and they sit. They still want to trade, so they'll just get into position. And if that thing freaking just dumps out, and I mean, they can lose a bunch of money. I don't know. People just aren't taught how to trade. That's a major roadblock. And they get wrecked, and then they blame it on the system instead of them
It,
just
yeah.
not knowing what the hell they're doing. Yeah, I got to get off here, boys. Yeah, look into that stuff, Warlord. You'll be buying a whale. I don't know, man.
Mhm.
This Galaxy freaking chokehold whale's cool too. They're gonna get expensive real fast. I'm telling you that right now. The word is out. People are freaking going crazy over the
Is
whales.
it linked?
Yeah. But all right, I'll what are you doing here in a little bit, MJ? You gonna be at your desk?
I got some people over here, so I gotta up a little later tonight.
Yeah, hit me up later.
All
I'll
right.
talk to everybody tomorrow, same time, same place.
See y'all.
And go. Woo.